Thank you so much for visiting my channel today. My name is Stephanie, and I'm a holistic lifestyle coach in Phoenix, Arizona. So I believe that we all need greater awareness of our holistic wellness. Physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health is all an inside job. The purpose of my YouTube channel is to share the wisdom that I have gained over the last 10 years studying holistic wellness with my own self-healing journey and working with my clients. My idea is to help raise your consciousness. So the subject for today is water. Water is one of our most important nutrients. Our bodies are made from 70 to 90% in just water. Water is fundamental to our long-term health, and as you probably know, humans can survive several weeks without food, but no water can kill us in just a couple of days. Every single cell, tissue, and organ in your body needs water in order to function properly. Water is one of the most important nutrients for cancer prevention, and drinking plenty of water is the most powerful health-giving step that you can take. So why is water so important? Here's a little graphic that I put together to explain both the percentages of water in the different cells and areas of our body, as well as what happens when we get dehydrated. Each day, water delivers oxygen to your body and nourishes the body's cells. Water helps flush out toxins and aids in healthy digestion. It assists in breaking down food for nutrient assimilation by dissolving the vitamins and minerals in food and making them accessible to the body. It protects our vital organs and tissues. It lubricates our joints. And every single cell, tissue, and organ in the body needs water in order to function properly. Water regulates our body temperature. If you're feeling warm, drink a glass of water, you'll cool down. Proper hydration is also a key to maintaining your energy. In fact, like the graphic alluded to, when we're just 4% dehydrated, we've lost about 40% of our energy. If you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. And the secondary symptoms of dehydration include constipation, skin eruptions, colitis, kidney stones, hunger pains, headaches, and so much more. So why shouldn't we drink tap water? If you do drink tap water, I really want you to hear this. The Environmental Protection Agency regulates about 100 contaminants in our tap water. Studies have shown that most Americans are drinking tap water that's polluted with over 300 chemicals, such as glyphosate, along with heavy metals such as lead and mercury. We're going to get a little bit deeper into this. In a study published by the National Institutes of Health, it was stated that any and all chemicals generated by human activity can and will find their way into water supplies. The types and quantities of carcinogens present in drinking water at the point of consumption will differ depending on whether they result from contamination of source water, arise as a consequence of treatment processes, or enter as the water is conveyed to the user. Source water contaminants of concern include arsenic, asbestos, radon, agricultural chemicals, and hazardous waste. Other contaminants found in our tap water include disinfection byproducts, which are carcinogenic, percolate, which is from rocket fuel, MTBE, which is a gasoline additive, and prescription drug residues such as antidepressants and hormones from birth controls, both from people flushing pills and also what flushes through our body into our urine. Surface water contamination comes from agricultural runoff, like community landfills and hazardous waste from the manufacturing byproducts. Groundwater contamination comes from the gasoline and MBTE leaks from underground storage tanks, which are in every single gas station, and from the injection of hazardous waste into deep wells. Basically, what we understand is that the strongest evidence for cancer and the risk associated with drinking water, particularly tap water, is the arsenic, which is linked to cancers of the liver, the lungs, the bladder, and the kidney. It was estimated that the chlorination of water to reduce the risk of infectious diseases may also account for a substantial portion of cancer risk associated with drinking water. The byproducts of chlorination have been associated with increased risk of bladder and rectal cancer. So what can be done about this? Filtered water is definitely the best choice. But where are you getting your filtered water? According to the sources that I've shared, bottled water is the most expensive water on the planet. Americans spend about $16 billion per year on bottled water, according to the Beverage Marketing Corporation, with the average American spending about $100 per year per person. Reverse osmosis is an expensive system, usually over $1,500 to $3,000, but it offers great filtration. Unfortunately, RO systems also can waste up to 3 gallons of water for every gallon that they produce of clean water. There's home water filtration options like the Brita and the Pure Water filters. Unfortunately, these water filters do not process out very many of those toxins. There are more expensive filters like Multi-Pure and Berkey drinking water filters. These are much more effective. In fact, if you look at the science behind the Multi-Pure and the Berkey drinking water filters, they are saying that they can process out a good majority of those chemicals that are found in our drinking water. I'll give you a link for both Multi-Pure and Berkey in the description below. So why drink filtered water? Studies have shown that drinking enough water can help alleviate chronic headaches and migraines, body aches, heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, colitis, and cancer. Water is actually one of the most important nutrients for cancer prevention. Research published in the journals of clinical oncology concluded that the more filtered water someone drinks, the less likely they will be to develop bladder, colon, and breast cancers. So ironically, the tap water can cause cancer, but the cleaner the water is, the more likely it's going to actually help alleviate cancer. Drinking water in the morning can also have a huge impact on our health. If you drink 32 ounces of filtered fluoride-free water on an empty stomach immediately upon waking, the results are remarkable. Amazing therapeutic effects for a multitude of health conditions, ranging from pain to asthma to cancer. This morning regimen actually originates from an ancient Ayurvedic medicine. Drinking water first thing in the morning on an empty stomach purifies the body's internal system and cleanses the colon, making it easier for the body to absorb nutrients from food. This is achieved through the production of new blood, which has an immense restorative effect on the body, can even heal ailments. Now, what if you don't like drinking plain water? Some people like to add flavor to their water, so the best choice would be to add fresh fruits like lemons or oranges. You can add vegetables like cucumber, herbs like mint or rosemary. If you like the powders that you add to water, I do want you to check the ingredients next time you buy those, because you might find aspartame or other food additives in the ingredient list. Consuming these are definitely not a good idea. So what about the energy in water? I mean, if you've watched my previous videos, I've talked a little bit about prana, the energy of water, and there was a scientist, Dr. Masaru Emoto, the Japanese scientist who revolutionized the idea that our thoughts and our intentions impact the physical realm. He spent over 20 years studying how molecular structure in water transforms when it's exposed to human words, thoughts, sounds, and intentions. In his book, The Hidden Messages in Water, Dr. Emoto demonstrated how water exposed to loving, benevolent, and compassionate human intention results in aesthetically pleasing physical molecular formations in the water. They would actually form beautiful crystals, just like the crystals you would see in snowflakes. And water exposed to fearful and discordant human intentions resulted in disconnected, disfigured, and unpleasant physical molecular forms. The implications of this are amazing. And if you think about it, we are 70 to 90% water. If you have positive, loving, compassionate intentions that you direct toward your own body, you can make an impact on your life experience. You can make an impact on how you feel about your reality. I mean, they say that gratitude is one of those practices that brings us into balance. And really, if you think about the idea that we're 70 to 90% water and that gratitude is creating crystalline, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing molecules inside of our bodies, I mean, think about the implications. It's really amazing. Thank you for joining me for my Wellness Wednesdays video blog today. I hope you've learned something. If you enjoyed my presentation, please hit that like button. And if you're inspired by my content, please subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell for notifications about my new videos. Feel free to share my videos on your social media channels as well. My name is Stephanie Buckland, and I feel very blessed to share my wisdom here with you. If you'd like to support my channel and myself in my healing journey so that I can keep bringing you this amazing content, please consider becoming a subscriber on my Patreon. All of my links are included in the description below, but you can search for me on the socials under the handle One Love Warrior. That's the number 1, Love Warrior. Blessings to you, and namaste.